Taurus, hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be your reading for March 2025. I'll tell you what, there's been some strange Tarotscope energy, and you can't half tell that we're going into spring season and eclipse season because the energies in the Tarotscopes are like, expect anything, nothing set in stone. Let's see if we're going to get the same for Taurus. So I'm going to be using my Radiant Rider-Waite deck, and I'm also going to be using the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Webber. We're doing a thing with the comment section on here on these Tarotscopes. I started halfway through the Tarotscopes. Let me know what part of the world you're watching me from. Comment below. Also, as well, you can let me know how you're feeling by using emojis, and show me your favourite emojis as well. Let's have some fun. So like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content on here and want to see more. So Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let's see what wants to come through for Taurus. What messages, wisdom, inspiration for Taurus? Make yourself a drink of your choice and settle in and enjoy the video. Oops. So Taurus, for those watching, what wants to come through for Taurus? We've got a Queen of Pentacle in reverse, okay? Interesting. And we've got an Ace of Pentacle upright at the bottom. Ace of Pentacle, Queen of Pentacle in reverse. Why are you here in this reading? There's a feeling here of not feeling worthy. When she's upright, she knows her worth. She's got her wisdom. She knows she's abundant. She knows she's strong and stable. But this is an energy of, I don't feel strong and stable. We've got a King of Pentacle upright. Are we dealing with a relationship dynamic here of a King and Queen of Pentacle where the King feels strong in his power and the Queen is not? There's an out of balance here with a relationship. It could be a relationship, love relationship, situationship, work relationship, family relationship. But there's something here about, I mean, it could even be your feminine is depleted, but your masculine is ready to go. Interesting, we've got the moon in reverse. So there's something going on here under the surface. We've got some deep shadow wounding coming up for Taurus. We've got the devil upright for this reading. We'll keep pulling. We've got the magician upright. And we've got death as well. We've got four major arcana, one after the other. The moon, the devil, the magician, and the death. Right, okay, so you are going to feel the eclipse in a huge way, Taurus. I'm going to say it's going to knock your socks off because it is. It's going to hit you quite deeply. There's no getting away from it. You're going to have to ride the waves of that. You're going to have to enjoy and embrace it. It's going to bring up your shadow. It's going to bring up the codependencies, the addictions, the relationships in your life that are not right. And it's going to do that for you to try to put them right again with the magician, for you to rebirth them, for you to rebirth yourself. Those old stories. This is interesting. I've got judgment as well in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. We've got victory in reverse. Bear with me. Please don't be scared of reversed cards. We've got ancestral stuff here. So this is also ancestral messages, ancestral healing. Maybe you're caught in some type of family dynamic where there's a lot going on. A lot of arguments. That's the same thing, isn't it? Argument, anyway. Out of balance energies. There's something, if it's not family, it's what is my wisdom. This could also be about money coming in, wisdom coming in. the cycles of life as well. Let me take another one. I might take another three, actually. Retreat and healing. Feeling betrayed. And the Queen of Cups. Right, okay, Taurus. This is a big one. This is a big one. That's interesting. That was in reverse at the start of this reading. And I've just gone like that to put it upright. Or was that upright? Was it upright? This was Ace of Pentacles. Have I shuffled? Anyway, Claire, watch what you're doing. Ace of Pentacle can be flipped. So we come into this reading and we go through this reading and it feels meh. It feels like we're in a funk, like we don't really want to watch any more of it because it's upsetting us. And I'm upset enough energy. There's no escaping any of this. Again, it's very similar to the other Tarotscopes that we've done. March is going to be a deep clean, whether we like it or not. It's going to bring it all out. It's going to show us the shadow. It's going to show us our shadow, their shadow. There's this King of Pentacle person here interests me because also as well, I've got the Magician under him. So this is someone. Now this could be an aspect of you, or it could be somebody within your life and situation. This King of Pentacle is trying to I was gonna say trying to sort this, and it nearly came out as absolve. God, absolve it. Let's have a look at the meaning of absolve. Just put your feet up and wait for me to Google the meaning of this. Absolve. Oh God. Anybody else having a problem at the minute with iPhones? God. Absolve. God, we got there. And not being able to type where you're typing and it has a mind of its own. Declare someone free of guilt. Yeah, I remember that. I was, free of guilt. Declare somebody free of guilt. You're feeling guilty. This King of Pentacle could be an actual physical person in your life, or it could be the energy of the King of Pentacle coming and saying, stop feeling guilty. Until you stop feeling guilty, this is being cruel to yourself. You're being cruel to yourself. The Queen of Cups in reverse. You're lacking in emotions. You're not looking after yourself. You're not nourishing yourself. Every time you go through something, it's leaving you exhausted. This is about stepping out of guilt, stepping out of those old stories of guilt and stepping into your wisdom and going forward. It's not going to be an easy eclipse. It'd be interesting to see how the moons are going to affect you and all of that kind of stuff. But ultimately, Taurus, we're in interesting energies here. Let's do some oracle cards. I've no idea what we're going to call this. I've no idea what we're dealing with, neither. What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with Taurus? What are we dealing with Taurus? What is the problem here? Someone in power, instinct, intellect, and control. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. What are we dealing with? Is someone that doesn't know how to summon their power. There could even be the feeling. There could even be the feeling of anxiousness here, because when we're experiencing power loss in shamanism, that's why people have anxiety. That's why there's such an anxiety pandemic out there at the minute, because people are not stepping into their power. They're having their power taken right from birth. How can you tell? Let give you an example, the same one that I give my clients examples of. When you've had an argument with someone, and after the argument, you start to feel shaky. That's because you've lost your power. When you go through a trauma and you feel shaky, that's the loss of power. So consequently, that's why we're having an anxiety pandemic right now, is because people are giving their power and also having their power taken via all kinds of different means. So you need to summon back your power. Use your instinct and your intellect. This is about being intelligent in this situation, not just going off from fear or anger or jealousy or resentment. Be intellect here. Be intelligent. Duality cards, same cards come out in all my readings. Many meanings, many meanings and misunderstandings. There's so many misunderstandings here. Shamanic journey, we were talking about shamanism, purpose, attunement, and vision quest. You're being shown the darkest of the dark for you to go on your vision quest. This is why when people say to me, I want to be a shaman, I always tell people you don't become a shaman, you're born it anyway. You can become a shamanic practitioner. But when you walk the shamanic path, you're going to be taken into the underbelly. And that's what people don't understand. And I've said this for many years, and since 2020, we as a collective are going to be taken into the underbelly. That it will be the shamanic frequency that will bring this planet back into alignment. But by doing that, you've got to go into the underbelly. Soul radiance, phoenix rising, divine feminine. Yes, with the your divine feminine is out of balance. She came in with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Magnetic, perceptive, and power. Again, we've got that word power coming into the reading, and the need to set boundaries, threshold, protection, and honor. There's a lot coming here, Taurus. This is about you looking into your world of how you use your energy, your power, your magician-like qualities to change your life from the inside out. Woo! Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Gemini, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and I'm also going to be using the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. So get yourself a drink of your choice, settle down, and let's get into your reading, Gemini. So Gemini's energies, wisdom, inspiration, insights for March 2025. Let me know in the comments if you're still struggling with this new date. I am. I'll catch up in November, December time. Also, as well, let me know in the comments which part of the world that you're watching from so I can see where these videos reach. And put a favourite emoji in the comments section as well. Let me see your favourite emoji. And let's see if you've got similar favourite emojis. Also, as well, if you've not got a favourite emoji, let me know how you're feeling in the comments by using emojis. So, Gemini. Okay, so Three of Swords in reverse. It hurts. It hurts. But we're releasing it. We're releasing the heartbreak. It hurt. It hurts, but we're releasing it. We've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom, and this energy is helping to release that. She's coming in to remind you of your strength, of your determination, of who you are, and of who you were before the heartbreak. And consequently, we've got the Knight of Swords, which is coming in. The Knight of Swords is about action. He's our action knight. You know, the Pentacle ponders, Knight of Pentacle ponders ideas and all of that. And then the Knight of Swords takes all that energy and goes and completes something and does something. So this is you being able to go forward after heartbreak. It's a death and rebirth moment. Death is about death of the old, death of the old self. I want to say at this point here, there feels like there's a sadness of, I miss who I was. Can I just say that that person is still within you? My guides always show me it like this. You know the Russian dolls that you can get, where there's a doll within a doll within a doll, yeah? And it starts off big and goes down right tidgy widgy small. Well, that's you're in a child, you're in a baby, you're in a teenage, you're in a 20s, and so on and so forth. So every aspect of us is within us. It's just we may seem further from that aspect of us because there's a new core aspect of us stepping forward. We've got the Knight of Whoop. We've got the Knight of Pentacle in reverse. We'll keep pulling and see what wants to come through with him and the Fool, the leap of faith. We keep pulling. And the Three of Pentacle. So this is about not having to do it alone. Having to release this mindset of I've got to do it alone now. I'm never going to find any more connection. I'm never going to find a connection with a significant other. This is about actually you can find connections, be it in a physical, romantic, sexual, friendship, whatever. One of the things my guides keep saying about, especially when people are on a single path, or working through heartbreak is we have to change our view of the world in relation to the only way I can have connection is with a soulmate or a twin flame, whatever your belief system is around that. The truth is we can have connection at any point. You can have connections with people online and people can get triggered with that and say, well, we shouldn't be having online connections. Well, hello. That's why people watch people like myself because they feel there's a connection. So this is about exploring your connections. It's about new friends, new lovers, new beginnings and working in collaboration. There's also something here for someone in relation to exams and results coming through that you do eventually get through it and pass, and you get the recognition that you deserve. So let's keep pulling. Two of Wands in reverse, needing to clean something up. And the Hanged Man. There's something here that, for although you're on your way, there's an aspect of you that's still struggling, that's being held back. Um, when this card is upright, what can I achieve? He's got the world in his hands. He's got his wands there. He's got his fire energy. He can create something. He's got the water. He's got all the elements, the fire, the earth, the wind. When he's in reverse, he's not sure he's creating to the best of his ability. And there's something here, a deep wound here that needs to be cleaned up. There's a deep wound that needs to be cleaned up. It could literally be needing to look at something from a different perspective. But there's definitely something here that needs to be cleaned up and cleansed and released. We'll keep pulling. To balance the karma, we've got justice. We've got the Lovers, new beginnings, and we've got the King of Pentacles. I'm really glad that I kept pulling because there's a lot of mess about. There's a lot of things you're not sure of, a lot of things coming up, a lot of things hurting you. There's, a bit of a one step forward energy, two steps back, and that's fine. But this is actually clearing something. And I feel as though you won't make sense of it until afterwards. And maybe actually, Gemini, maybe the spring energies is going to be when you start to make sense of it, when you start to go, yeah, I get this. So, we know we're trying to live seasonally now. We're going into new energies and new ways of being where we try and live with the seasons. If you're stepping into spring, this is about birthing a new life, a new reality, planting those seeds. If you're in the southern hemisphere, this is about releasing it in order to get ready for the spring next year. Okay? Will be our spring next year, wouldn't it? Yes, it will. Um, yes, Gemini. Interesting energies. Ooh, that's fallen out. Speaking of love, the card of twin flames has come out. Soul partner and eternal connections. So there is chance for eternal connections and soul partner. But that card always reminds me of the Two of Cups, which is about our relationship with ourselves first. That the internal world is a reflection and vice versa. So when we start seeing a lot of chaos in the world, it's because there's an aspect of us that's in chaos. When we're seeing a lot of pain and experience a lot of pain in the world, it's because there's a part of us that's in pain, that's in lack. So that needs cleansing. Five of Swords as well, you had that. That could be some of the stuff that you need to clean up. And guide, illuminated path. So spirit are guiding you forward. We've also got brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. So this is about really having those new belief systems that you can step forward and leave the past behind. Earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles. So removing those obstacles and being fiercelessness. I can never say it. You know what it is. Fearlessness, not fierce. Fearlessness, if that makes sense. Being strong, being able to take charge. And duality, many meanings and misunderstandings. I want to say at this point, be mindful of your misunderstandings with people, because it feels as though there's a little bit of out of sync energy around you and around them as well. And there can be many reasons for this. We're all dipping into different frequencies and timelines. So please bear that in mind. Don't hold it against someone because they're not getting you or understanding you or getting it or understanding it. Please be mindful that we're all on different frequencies, different telephone lines, all at different times. An idyllic time is the garden, the paradise. This reminds me of what I said at the beginning, looking back to that old self and being in mourning for it. And this is a shamanic journey of which you are on. Purpose, attunement, and vision quest. So this is your own personal journey, okay? It's a shamanic journey, which is a deeply healing journey. It's personal to you on the path that you're on. You're also being asked to find a new purpose in life, because a lot of what you've been doing and believing in is no longer serving you. Attunement, so that's your upgrades coming in, your light codes coming in, your light bulb moments coming in. And now you can use this information and wisdom and new light and energy source to go forward and manifest something else for yourself. So, yeah, that's your reading for March. I'll leave those cards there. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Cancer, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for March 2025 for Cancer. The decks that I'm going to be using today are the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot and the Water Temple Oracle by Susie Sherrup and Layla Savlolean. I've tried my best. There we go. So that's the deck. Let's get to it then. So, Cancer for March. March is upon us. It's here. March 2025 for Cancer. We've got a couple of cards that have flipped up and I can't see which ones they are or where they are in the deck. I think there's just a one that's flipped up. So Cancer for March. The card that had flipped up in my deck was Magician in reverse. So let's call that the first card. Magician in reverse can be a misuse of power, but it can also be us not realizing our true potential. Not refusing to see our true potential. So, interesting. We come in with this fiery energy of wands. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Wands, which is, I have the world in my hands. I have a vision. Here he is, little gentleman. He's been to battle. He's bruised. He's got his wands behind him. He's holding this for protection. And he's been through a lot, which is why he's battered and bruised and he's got a bandage. He's been through a lot. And there's something here about yes, but. Yes, but I've been through so much. What if this goes wrong? Yes, but, yes, but, yes, but. Okay, hold that thought. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Needing to release this part of you that is struggling to let go of something, struggling to let go. And consequently, because you're struggling to let go of something, you're struggling to seed something else. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, we've got blockages coming in. You know, reverses can be, some people get triggered by reverse cards. And I'm like, why would you? Because the truth is, itching hours. Reverses can also be about working through something and releasing it. And letting down your guard, embracing new opportunities, releasing the blocks, stepping into your power. We've got the Ten of Swords, which can be about, I've taken too, what is this, Cancer? I've taken too much. This has to be let go. This is an old story, or old stories, that for some reason are letting go. Ooh, I was going to say for some reason are still holding on, but we're letting go. We've got, I'll use that as the camera then. We've got our Sun in reverse, our Three of Swords, our Ace of Wands, our breakthrough, and we move forward. So, what this reading is about, it is about releasing it. It's about releasing it. It could be a mindset, it could be a full-on belief system of I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't cope. It's always me. I've gone through too much. It's releasing that so that you can embrace your joy, so that you can release that heartbreak that you're carrying. And this is the excite. Well, it's all exciting. It's now I can start again. Now I can go forward. I can open communication, be honest and open with yourself as well. You'll possibly find in March stuff comes up to be conquered for you to really scoop it up like the scum on the top of a bath where all that skin and stuff and scooping all that up, or like in a pan of vegetables and you scoop, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's all the stuff that comes to the surface. It's coming to the surface for you to finally clear the shit out of it, for you to finally be able to make sense of it, for you to then be able to move forward. Okay? Are you excited with this, Cancer? Let me know in the comments. The White Spring release. Let go with peace. Red Tara revolution. I'm a fierce warrior of love. It's a revolution, internal revolution. I will explain now. Some of these words I cannot say. I apologize. It is what it is. God Veracoka, or again, don't get caught up in how I say it. Don't put in the comments that I'm saying things wrong. There's no need. Okay. I know I say it wrong a lot of the time. Creation, my potential is infinite. My potential is infinite. I am infinite. Goddess Ganga, purification. I surrender to the river of love. I surrender to the river of love. Let's keep pulling. Oops, we'll take these two then. Goddess Ran, fate. I catch a break. And birthplace of Aphrodite, emergence. My divine flow arouses creativity. So releasing these old patterns, these old belief systems, these old, dense, I'm not good enough, I'm hurt, I've been through a lot. It's going to get released in March. You know, when we're doing a tarot reading, like when we're doing one-on-ones on one-on-one sessions, and I do reversals, because actually I should do reversals all the time. You know, proper tarot reading is about reversals. It's not just getting the deck all upright, and it is actually about letting the cards go in reverse. But a lot of the time, people get overwhelmed with it, and you shouldn't. But what will happen is when you start a reading with lots of reversals or or what they perceive as heavy cards, they can get really triggered. You see it in videos as well. And people don't watch it to the end because they get scared. But actually, reversals are our greatest teacher. Because as you can see with this reading, that the reversals come in to show us something really important that we need to see in order to be able to go forward. So there's something in that. This needs to be seen for you to be able to go forward. And now that you can go forward, it's about stepping into your wands energy, your fire energy, moving forward. So that you can step into your joy, that you can flip that into upright. There's also something with this card here of sitting with it for some of you, and that moment that comes up in March, and it's like, why can't I be happy? You know, what is it within me that finds myself in this situation of not being able to be happy and my joy? Am I shutting something out? Am I refusing to see something? Am I blocking something out? Is it to do with the old stories of heartbreak that I carry at this time? Yeah. I like that reading, Cancer, and I feel as though that's it for March. I think work with those energies, embrace those energies, be mindful that that's going to come up. So you could have a moment where you're like that, meh, yeah, I can't do this, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. But face your dark, face your darkness, face the darkness. This is also something within the root chakra. Our fears. Go do some root chakra work now. Go Google a root chakra. Find out what it's all about. Go journal on the root chakra. Maybe there's some conditioning here into worst case scenario, fight or flight. Interesting. Thanks for watching, Cancer. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Leo, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. I'm also going to be using the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. So let's get to it. We'll do the Oracle cards first, and then we'll go into we'll do the Tarot cards first, and then we'll go into the Oracle cards. So sit back, relax, get yourself a coffee or a tea or a cacao, and let's see what wants to come through in the cards for today for those watching for March. Happy spring. So Leo, Leo, and Leo. Ooh, right. So we've got an Ace of Swords in reverse, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom, upright. Let's see what the next one is. High Priestess, upright. Your truth has changed. Ooh, something you've believed in has changed, or you're not able to stand by it as much as you thought you could or used to. There's been a change in you. It could even be as well for some of you watching that maybe you were quite a vocal person, and actually in March it's like, actually I don't care anymore. And it's not I don't care, as I don't give a shit anymore, I'm bored, I'm feeling really it's not that. It's that, you know what, There's more things in the world to worry about, care about, give my attention to. I'm not going to give my attention to that anymore. I'm not going to be that person. That version of me was fine when it was fine to be like that. But there's been a shift and a change within me. I'm looking after my emotional well-being. Maybe you've been doing some healing work and heart chakra work, and you're starting to realize about tension and stress within the body. And it's like, I'm not doing this to myself anymore. They're not going to stop piling the stress on. They're not going to stop victimizing me, bullying me, whatever they're doing to you, be it a person, people, or situation. But what I can do is I can look after myself going forward. And it's also about stepping away from certain people and situations here. There's a need here to step away. And we've got the Empress in reverse. I mean, this could be down to mother issues, you as a mother, or your relationship with your mother. It could also be about, yeah, I mean, on my desk, I've laid them down like that. There's been a change in your truth. So, consequently, is there then a change in your creation going forward? Interesting. Let's keep pulling and see how this story unfolds. Two of Pentacles, though, we're still trying to please someone, and we shouldn't. There's a lack of self-confidence coming here, lack of self-doubt under the surface, and moving forward. Itch, you got it. Throughout all these videos, I've had an itch on my head, itch on my nose, cheeks. Watch these Tarotscopes, but you'll see me itching. Anyway, breaking down the old skin, shedding the old skin. Is that what you're doing? Are you shedding the old skin? Let's pull a card on it. Are you shedding the old skin? Is Leo shedding the old skin? King of Wands at the bottom, you're definitely trying to bring in about a change. There's something here under the surface. Two of Wands in reverse. I doubt change can happen. I'm doubting change can happen. This is either a belief system that you're working through and you're releasing it, which is why it's in reverse, because reverses can be about releasing something, or for some of you, you're in it. You feel as though I can't change, I'm stuck in something, I'm trapped in something. That can also be the Ace of Swords, the belief system needing to change. We've got your High Priestess, my intuition. There's something here about not liking what you see as well. Not liking what you say. I don't like what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. Also, as well, you're trying to either please certain people or you're trying to, foot in both camps. For example, you've decided you're going to cut back on drinking or whatever. The girls at work have said, right, do you want to come out this week and we're going to go at it? And you're like, oh God, but High Priestess, I want to concentrate on my spiritual path. God, but if I don't go, but maybe if I go on, maybe if I just have one, or maybe if I just have a couple. I mean, if I go and not drink, they're gonna just bug me. It's that type of energy. It's, I want to be vegan, but I still like steak type energy. You're wanting to step into your high priestess energy, but there's something holding you back. Also, as well, there's a lot of illusion with the high priestess. Um, a lot of old stories that you're still telling yourself. A lot of the old belief systems. This has a very similar energy to it that Aries had. So maybe it's a fire sign type thing of needing to let go of these old belief systems, old ways of being. You need to be kinder to yourself and much gentler to yourself. The Queen of Cups, this is in reverse. This is the self-confidence card in reverse. So it's about being kinder to yourself, taking pressure off yourself. There's also a feeling here of maybe being pushed out of somewhere. You don't feel welcome somewhere. So consequently, am I going to stay knocking on that door, trying to be seen and welcome, or am I going to move forward with my life? There's a lot going on in this reading, Leo. It's a month of feeling all over the place. But ultimately, it feels as though you're needing to pull all these energies in to make sense of them. It is eclipse season as well. So eclipses can bring things up which can derail us or need to educate us. They can be really deep months. So needing to look at that in deeper detail so that we can take this two of wands energy and create something that we want to receive. Right now when he's in reverse, it's like, you know, nothing's going to change. When he's upright, he's got the world in his hands. He stands tall, proud. He's got his fiery wands. He's changing, he's transmuting, he's manifesting. When he's in reverse, he feels depleted. So let's see what the oracle cards want to say, giving you guidance about this current situation. I'm not even sure what I'm going to call this, Leo. Divine Mother, nurturing compassion and grace. Are you nurturing yourself? Needing to nurture yourself, needing to hold space for yourself, needing to show yourself compassion and grace during this period. I feel as well that a lot of the energies I'm picking up in this reading aren't just for March. I think this has been rumbling on for some time, and March just feels like a month of ugh, it all comes to the surface. So consequently, you're needing to nurture yourself, look after yourself. There's also the need to set boundaries here. Threshold protection and honor. This is about your honor. Let's call it protecting your honor. I'm going to write it down because that's what we do on here. Protecting your honor. I like that. Protecting your honor. Protecting your path. Protecting who you are. That could even be something like you're on a spiritual path, but the people around you are mocking you. And it's like, well, you've got to protect your path. You've got to protect your honor, even if it means removing yourself out of certain situations. Loss, lack, fear, and victimization. These are the feelings that are going to be coming up in March. Loss, lack, fear, and victimization. Those could be the core beliefs here that are actually holding you back and keeping you anchored in something that no longer serves you. Duality, yeah. Many meanings and misunderstandings. There's going to be meaning after meaning after meaning, layer upon layer of stuff coming up in March. Hostilities, conflict, and unrest, and needing to rise up from that and find balance within that. Often, we want to go away and we want to find Zen. It's really easy to meditate on a day when you're feeling great, the planets are aligned, everything's bosh, right? It's really hard to meditate on a day when we're feeling out of alignment. And those are the days when really we should be meditating, if that makes sense. Building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. So, yeah, you've been pushed out of somewhere, but now it's about building your world, building a new world. Stop trying to chase the old friends, the old connections, and someone in your power, instinct, intellect, and control going forward. And one final card. Soul radiance, phoenix rising. So being able to rise like the phoenix that you are. So yes, the truth of it, there's a lot coming up in this reading, but there's a lot coming up to free you so you can be the phoenix rising from the ashes and you can find your happiness and you can embrace the new version of you that wants to come on grid. Interesting energies there, interesting stories within that reading. Um, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. If you want to book a session with me, my website is below. I'm also starting to do much more content over on TikTok. And I said Instagram, then TikTok. So I'm going to be hopefully doing lots of lives on there. Lots of things I'm percolating and doing lists on at the minute of content on TikTok. It's not taking me away from here because being a content creator is a big part of my job anyway. So there is places in the diary that allows for that, but I'm just having to think outside the box in relation to content and where is my energy needed. Like Instagram, it's just like everything just stays stuck on Instagram because it's so saturated. But TikTok, there's more people there and more younger people there as well. So there's more opportunity to get the word out. So if you want to have something extra than what you get on here, please do go below into the description box where you'll be able to find me on TikTok. Facebook and Instagram is just going to be basically where I'm going to be sharing videos to direct you into YouTube and TikTok. So thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye. Virgo, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for March 2025. Doesn't time fly when we're having fun? The decks that I'm going to be using during this video is the After Tarot by Corinne Kenner. I'm also going to be using the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray. So we'll do the tarot first like we normally do, and then we'll go on to the oracle cards. How are you all doing? Do me a favour, let me know in the comments section whereabouts in the world you're all from. Where's my, where are my videos reaching? Also, as well, using the emojis, let me know how you're feeling, and let me see your favourite emojis as well. Have a chat in the comment section, and I'll chat back. I'm trying to chat more in the comment section anyway. So, Virgo, Virgo, cards falling out all over the place. Virgo, for those watching. Okay, so there's this feeling here of quitting something. I'm done. Can't deal with it. I've had enough. I can't deal with it. I just can't. This is too much. There's an overwhelming feeling here of it's too much. We've got at the bottom of the deck the Empress. Now, the Empress can be a mother. She can be you as a mother. She can be your mother. But she's also about creation. So there's something here that you're stepping away from. But there's something also that he's taking with him. Have you seen the pentacle under his arm? He's taking that with him and he's got his axe. Let's pull some cards and see how the story is going to develop. King of Swords, a decision. Um, right, we've got a Two of Cups. We've got some complex energies here. We've got walking away from something that's overwhelming you to making a decision where, do you know what I'm feeling with this? This is about, this comes down to the Two of Cups, which is about the Two of Cups when it's in the Radiant Rider Drake deck. This is the After Tarot, so this is after the tarot. This is the deck, okay? So in the traditional deck, this is a man and a woman looking at each other with their cups at heart level like that, looking into their eyes. In this one, they're hugging. And the traditional depiction of it is our world, internal, external world, reflections and divine feminine, all of that. And sometimes, yes, it's about relationships. This is about not letting things overwhelm you, not going into situations and being rigid. And sometimes we can shut people off or shut situations off because we feel as though we've got to, because we go into fight off like the animalistic programming from millennia ago, yeah? But this is telling us something different. Yes, you can have your boundaries with people, but don't let things overwhelm you to a point that you slam out of the room or that you become cold and detached. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Because remember that in everything we do, we're creating something. And she's here again, Queen of Swords, with, yeah, with her sword. Can you see the butterfly there? Let me keep pulling. Let's keep pulling. Receiving, Three of Wands, and letting something go. Two more cards, the Queen of Pentacles, Wisdom, and Victory. I'm going to do another card. You know what I'm like. And the King of Pentacles. What I'm feeling here is there's a decision here that you could make out of a rash perspective. So it could be anything, could be cleaning, cooking, family, work, business. There's something here where you want to just think, you know, fuck it, I've had enough, or walk out and that's it. I'm going to write it off. I'm going to write a toxic email, or I'm going to slam somebody down, or whatever whatever it is we're going to do with the King of Swords and that Seven of Pentacle. But what we're being asked to do here is to see different perspectives and to come in at a much more gentler perspective. What my guides are showing me right now is if we understood what people are actually going through in their lives, in their mind, if you could get into their mind, their consciousness, we're not gonna because we're not like that. And you saw the stories that we've all had, the way people treat us, we'd understand it. It's not making it right. It's saying that this is about possibly going in a higher spiritual perspective rather than viewing ourselves as the victim, to live and let live. And this isn't live and let live, live and let live. I don't want to do all. I'm just going to Netflix and chill and all that. This is these cards that come through the reading feel to me as though they're enriched, as though there's wisdom. The Seven of Pentacle gentleman goes through, or female goes through these cards, and he's gaining his wisdom. Now he could also go, do you know what? I'm done, and cut off ties to whatever. He's also going to gain wisdom from that. He can also go, you know what? I've slammed out. I'm sorry I said that, did that. All right, I behaved rashly. Please forgive me, and all of that kind of stuff. He's going to gain wisdom. So this is a situation that no matter how much it plays out, you're going to gain wisdom from it. We've got our King and our Queen of Pentacles coming in. This is how I've got them on my desk, like that. Victorious. And these are my possibly my favourite cards, or in a tarot deck. I like the Fool as well and the Star, but this isn't about Claire. Get back to the reading. Um, rude. It's because they've got such wisdom. I'd love to sit down and talk to these two because they've gone through everything. They've gone through the toxicity, they've gone through all of it, and they've got such wisdom to share with us. So the King and Queen of Pentacle are coming forward and saying, look, ground, earthy energy. You are enough. You're fine, you're safe, and you are worthy. And with that energy, you can be victorious. And, you know, yes, things have happened and you've been overwhelmed over something, but you can get through it. What step can you take to get through it? What step can they take to get through it? What step can they take to get through it? Ooh, right. This one's just flipped up, which is the boundary card. Move on. It's moving on. It's not looking at the world and thinking everyone's against you or thinking that they're different. We're all different. We're all unique, but we're all similar. We all come from the stardust. This is about, yeah, having your safe, healthy boundaries, but also knowing that you're both injured. You're both, which is why possibly you've come together. And that's how you can go forward. Also, as well, Eight of Wands is about communication opening. Ooh, let's keep pulling. High Priestess. These are wise cards. And that's healing and recovery, and that's how you can go forward. And that's how you can build your self-confidence up. That's interesting. I'm being told by my guides, you know, when we go into that slam out the room energy, that could be with anything, there's always that bit of us that actually turns on ourselves because we've done it on some level, either at the event or after the event. And we hurt ourselves more in the long run than actually going, okay, can you just give me 5 minutes? I need to go for a breather. Or I'll tell you what, I can't have this conversation now. I'm not in the right space. Can I ring you next week? Let's make a date of it on a neutral territory. That's what I'm feeling with this. This is spiritual and life maturity. Anyway, let's get to the oracle cards. Druid. Hold the space. Look at that. Again, another wise one stepping forward. Hold the space. I've got some shamanic rattles a bit like that. But I can never get that right. People do that on the internet all the time, and I can never get that right. Ooh, there. Hold the space. I always teach on my channel, hold space for yourself. We're always looking out. It's lovely when somebody can. It's great when you come across someone that can hold space for us. I love it. You love it. We all love it. But the first person that we should be holding space for is ourselves. When we can hold space for ourselves, our grief, our pain, and all of that changes the game. Oracle, wait for important information. Now, this can be downloads that want to come in for a situation. One of the things the guides are saying as well is when we go into slamming out energy, we affect the energy around us, so the downloads can't come in. But when we go off into tranquility and peace, like Buddha used to do and the monks and all of that, they can come in. The channel is clear. When we go into anger, resentful, fear, and fearlessness and all of that kind of stuff, get your words out correctly. It can stop the channel. It can block it up. So we've got to stay in our heart. And that's when you go off and say, I'm just going to go into contemplation. I'm going to go into meditate. We don't need to make a song and dance about it. We can just go into our room. Like this is my room. So I'll come in here sometimes just to chill out. Paintings, artwork, crystals, cacao. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. Stag, trust and thrive. So this is about trusting and thriving. You know, if you look at a stag, stands tall, broad. If you think about how stags are hunted, don't get me into this because I'll trigger a few. Do you know how the rich and powerful hunt stags? And not just rich and powerful anyway, Claire. Shh. But the stag doesn't walk around the woods like that, does it? It doesn't. It stands tall. It stands tall with its antlers and all of that kind of stuff. It knows its worth. It's not going to go into fear. But neither is it going into her and trying to attack everything. You get sound effects on this channel as well. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Another thing you can do, you can call in an animal to help you. Let me show you something. Oh, it's always here, this book, when I've got my client sessions. What you can do is you can go into meditation and you can just close your eyes, settle your breath, and just ask an animal to come, an ally to come forward. And whatever animal comes forward, say it's, I don't know, bear. You get this book, and this can be a real tool, can this? So you'd look up bear. All the animals are bear, it will be in here. Bear, bear, bear. So you look up bear, and in this is a shamanic book. It's by Stephen D. Farmer, Animal Spirit Guides, and you'd read what it says about bear. Set clear boundaries, don't compromise even if pressured, and you'd read what it said. And that animal comes forward with the energy to help you and the wisdom. Let me just put it back on my shelf. Oops. I mean, another thing you can do is ask it to come forward and then pull the energy into your chest. It's not pulling the soul of the bear, it's pulling the wisdom into the chest. We'll do that with the shamanic healing with clients. We'll blow the energy into the chest. It's not the soul, it's the messages and the power of there. That's something that you can do to help yourself in this situation rather than flipping out. High priestess, harness mystic power. You know, think about how a high priestess gets to where she is. She gets to where she is because she's harnessed her power. She's gone through all of her shadow and her maturity, so she becomes a high priestess. She's learnt from her mistakes and she's grown from it. Autumn, release old and rest. So releasing old ways of being. So you could also be purging old ways of being. And rest. There's a lot of people at the minute saying how exhausted they are because we're clearing so much. I know in the northern hemisphere we're in the winter, we're starting the clock sticking into the spring now, but we've got that against, well, not against us, but you know what I mean? But we're also collectively doing a lot of releasing. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Embrace the energy of peace. And that's all I want to say. Embrace the energy of peace. Thank you for watching. Please do like this video, share this video, comment below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you like this video. Chat to others in the comment section. And yeah, if you want to see more content like this, then please do subscribe to my channel. Also, as well, if you want to follow me on other platforms, I am rebirthing my TikTok, and there's a lot of stuff planned for there as well as on here. There's going to be lots of lives going on TikTok, so it's up to you. Anyway, I won't overwhelm you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Libra, hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I'm also going to be using the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. Before we start, well, I'm going to do the tarot and then the oracle card. Before we start, let me know what part of the world you are watching this video from, so I can see just how far and wide my videos get to. Can you also show me your favorite emojis in the comment section, or let me know how you're feeling by using emojis? Like this video if you enjoy it, comment below and let me know, and please do remember to subscribe to my channel. So Libra, for those watching, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. So Libra. What's Libra going to be going through in March? Okay. We've got our self-confidence card. This is the card of my place in the world, self-confidence, abundance, and building a life that you're proud about, and building a life on your terms. Interesting, because we've got the Three of Wands at the bottom in reverse. The Three of Wands is about what we are receiving. Two of Wands is putting the intention out there, the world in his hands, and making something happen. But there's something here in relation to self-confidence and receiving something that we don't like. We've got the boundary card in reverse. I'll keep pulling and then we'll read them. We've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. We've got the Tower in reverse. We've got the Empress upright. And we've got deceit. I can't get my words out. Deceit and trickery. So we'll read these cards and then we'll have a look and pull some more. So what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with someone. You know your worth, and so does somebody else. There's someone here, maybe around you, there's trickery. There's a trickery energy here. We've got betrayal as well. Betrayal, stabbed in the back. I nearly asked them, why are you putting up with this? Why are you putting up with this? Why are you not allowing it to clear? The Tower, when it's upright, is about something coming in something coming in that causes a shock to clear something. But in reverse, it's like we're still stuck there. It doesn't matter if the whole house blows in, we're still stuck there. And we're creating this. We're creating this. This is somebody here that really doesn't realise their self-worth. And they're not stepping into the self-worth. Maybe there's a fragment of you that is still in unworthiness. Maybe this is past life energy of being unworthy, and you can't get used to the fact in this current incarnation you are worthy. The truth is, every human being on this planet is worthy. Um, Interesting. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. You're not stepping into your power. I mean, there could even be like some self-sabotaging here, where that part of you, it's almost like somebody that's been given a promotion at work, or they've just lost a stone, and then they go out and eat a Mars bar, or I don't know, two pizzas, or there's something here about success, but then there's this other stuff around you. This can be others bringing you down, but there's also something here about you. Two of Pentacle. He wants a foot in both worlds. He's not sure of something, which is why the infinity sign is bent. It's not straight like it should be. It's everything's all over the place. It's why he's got a clown hat on, because he's not being serious. We've got the water, emotions, choppy seas. He can't anchor in his Ace of Pentacle because he's all over the place. Also, as well, there's something here about you've not really finished with the past. So this could be you thinking about somebody from the past, and just seriously thinking about them is affecting your present energy. If you think about everything is energy, it's your nose. Justice needing to balance. It comes in after this. We need to balance, Libra. You need to balance something. That's your truth, the Ace of Swords. The Queen of Cups, emotional maturity, looking after your heart, you're the Hanged Man going with the flow. And the Queen of Wands, which is taking something forward, taking charge of your life, not waiting for somebody else to come in and do it for you. So we've got this, we start this reading with the chaos. We started with such a positive card, but then there's all this other stuff going on around you. And it'd be really easy to say it's their fault, but there's something within you, this Two of Pentacle, that is not sure of something, holding on to the past. We look at the Justice card. She holds her sword, pointing up to draw down that sacred energy, high wisdom. She then balances, there we go. She's then got the balance there to balance that information out, to balance her life. The pillars of support. She's got the red for the root chakra. Also, as well, not letting your fears get in the way. Very interesting reading is this, not letting your fears get in the way, having to balance something, having to release something. When I look at that as well, is there something that this may be a personal thing? Sometimes this happens. There's you and another woman or another female that need to speak up, that need to speak your truth. This may not resonate, by the way, with all of you. Sometimes when I do a Tarotscope, a personal message comes through. There's you and another woman need to speak up, speak your truth. This could be in relation to a crime or a court case. There's something personal coming in for someone watching. That could be getting justice in relation to the actions of somebody. Interesting. Let's see what else wants to come through, Libra. Telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. Yeah. Communication, needing to speak up about something. Are you communicating in the others with somebody else? What's your perception? Your perception is affecting the outcome. There's deep emotions here, unknown feelings, and past life influences. Unknown feelings and past life influences at the bottom of this deck. We've got healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. Healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. Sacred action, decisive focus, needing to know what you want and go for it. We've got the card of wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. So this is about getting into the arts and crafts, music, dance, books, crafting, hobbies, to come out of rigidity. Reminds me of the first card that we had in this reading, is about doing what lights you up and your joy. We've got the river of blessings, releasing constraints. So constraints are being released. Idyllic times, the garden and paradise. And I'm going to take two more. Earth magic, fearlessness and removing obstacles. And we've got duality. These two cards keep coming out a lot today. Many meanings and misunderstandings. So again, this energy of many meanings within this reading. The Tarotscopes I've done today are the same. There's so many similarities in them. It's not a simple month. I mean, it's an eclipse month, isn't it? It's March. So it's not going to be a simple month, but it's a month of deep clearing. It's a month of deep wounds and deep stories coming up for you to go, I'm free of that now. And in some cases, going, I'm not bothered about that now. It's a month of you being able to speak your truth. If that little mini read I gave, a personal read, if it resonates with you that something needs to be said, then say it. Okay. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Scorpio, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Water Temple Oracle. And I'm also going to be using the Radiant Rider Waite. So let's get to it, Scorpio, and see what wants to come through for today. So Scorpio, for those watching, Scorpio. How are you all finding this year so far? Are you enjoying it? Oops. So Scorpio. Let's see what wants to come through for Scorpio. Reaching nose again. Ready? Scorpio. Woo. We're going in with the lovers. We're starting with choice and healing. I'm feeling that there is a relationship or a friendship in your life that is going to be going through some healing. We've got the Judgment card in reverse. We've got an itchy nose as well. We've got the Judgment card in reverse. Oh, it wasn't snot, it was just an itchy nose, by the way. Things coming up. Maybe stuff here that you've not liked to see is coming up as well. We've got the Queen of Swords coming in, cutting through her stuff, cutting through your stuff. I was going to say so you can see clearly, because you can't see clearly. There's a relationship here that you can't see clearly with. There's a lot of illusion around it. We're in the thick of it. Could be that there's been a lot of lies, a lot of mistruths, a lot of illusion energy. Let's keep pulling. Somebody that can't be reached, the Four of Cups. This is about seeing it for what it is, seeing this situation for what it is. Often we say, oh, there's a relationship that's going to be healed here, and that's great. And oh, well, yeah, we're going to stay together, or we're going to be together, or whatever. And that can work for this reading. But it can also be you going, you know what? this ain't going to change. This person is that. And no matter how many times I try, no matter how many tries I make allowances or whatever, or try and approach, I'm going to be rejected. Or I'm not going to get the fulfillment that I need. So actually, what I can do is I can step back with the Queen of Swords and let her cut those cords. Or I can still be around, but understand it is what it is, and that's what I'm going to get from that person. And then you can make a decision going forward. It can also be as well, it's going to be different for all of you watching, that a lot of this illusion stuff comes up to be cleansed and to be cleared so that you can make a fresh start with someone. This could be a parent, this could be ancestral stuff, this could be issues with inheritance, battles as well, 5 of Wands. And then we can see clearly 2 of Wands coming in there. I saw a great video the other day, and it was, I can't remember what her name is. I do like some of her stuff, and she's all about the feminine energy and stepping into when women step into their power. And one of the questions was something like, "How can I get my mum to see me?" And she said, "If you needed a dress for a party, and you decided to go look for that dress in a hardware shop, so a shop that sells paint and decorating things and masonry and all of that. And you go into that shop and you say, 'Oh, hi,' to the assistant. 'I'm looking for a dress, but I can't see any here.' And they say to you, 'Well, this is a hardware shop. We sell paint, nails, glue, kitchens, bathrooms, brooms, all of that stuff. We don't sell dresses, but there is a shop down the road that does.' Oh, would you go back the next day looking for that dress? Then why do we continue to go looking in areas where we're not going to get that provided for? So there's that energy. Being able to see certain people in your life, or that's where I go for, for somebody to be there for me, or to hold space, or to have a laugh, or to get me, or to understand. But that space there ain't going to happen. And I've got to be at peace with that. And that's maybe how actually you can start to love someone or respect someone for what they do bring to the table, not for what you want them to bring to the table. This feels like a very multi-layered reading, and there'll be elements that will resonate with some in different ways. So think about your own life with this reading and how it plays to you, because this could be a situation, it could be a work thing, it could be a workplace, it could be your marriage, it could be the mums in the playground. So do think wisely with this reading, because I'm going to do a clarifier for the upside down judgment card. Ooh. We've got the Page of Swords. What else have we got? We've got a few here. I'm not going to take all, there's too many. Shall I keep to that or just shuffle again? Let me take another one. Yeah, Death and Rebirth. This is about making a decision and getting it done. Stop fooling yourself. Making a decision and getting it done so you can focus on your life. Stop wasting your time on the wrong people, the wrong situations. These water signs that I've done today, they've all been quite similar, of letting go of situations and people that don't resonate or that don't bring to the table what you need so you can make space for something else. Maybe someone's stuff or this illusionary actually comes up in March. It's like, yeah, I was right. I was right to feel like this. It's confirmation. I was right. I've wondered for a while, is this me? Is this something, an insecurity or a shadow element within me? But actually, March, it becomes clear. It becomes clear of what is going on and what you need to do to go, forward. Let's do you some oracle card messages. Goddess of Anuket, detachment, I choose me. Detachment, I choose me. Wow. We know what we're calling this video, don't we? I'm going to got my little pad here. I choose me. I choose me. Sacred spring. We're going into spring. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, vitality, I dance toward the light. I choose me so that I can dance toward the light, so that I'm not depleted and tired and exhausted. I choose me. Lady of the Lake intention. I conjure magic. Again, releasing energy. I conjure magic. Setting your intention for what you want going forward. Aphrodite and Aries. Lovers, I follow my heart. So there's something here about following your heart. We've got the lovers at the beginning of the reading, choice healing, relationship healing. Aqua Sule, rejuvenation. I cherish the time I devote to myself. I cherish the time I devote to myself. So this is time spent devoted to you, taking yourself out of a situation so that you can think something through. Because it feels as though if you try and stay in this situation and get an answer, it's going to get heated. So this is actually going, you know what? I'm taking myself off for the day and I'm going to think things through. Or this weekend, I don't want any contact. I'm going to go away and I'm going to think things through. Or I'm going to go for that facial for those nails doing. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to go for coffee, for cacao, for whatever. I'm going somewhere to think. I'm going for a walk in the woods, lake swimming, whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to come back and make a decision about the rest of my life. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Sagittarius, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and I'm also going to be using the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. As usual, we will start with the tarot and then go on into the oracle card. So, Sagittarius, for those watching, Sagittarius, March 2025. I've just put some hand cream on and my hands are all sticky now. Oops. So, Sagittarius, March 2025. For those watching, right, we've got an Ace of Pentacle in reverse. Okay, so we're coming into the month with this Ace of Pentacle in reverse. We've got the Hermit in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Let's have a look at the next one. We've got the Hermit in not the Hermit, apologies. We've got the Hierophant in reverse. I'm feeling with these two cards, well, the three cards, that there's a decision here of which we need to take our time over. It feels as though it's not your wisest move. What should we call the video that it's not your wisest move? Yeah. Page of Pentacles. This, whatever this is a non-starter. It's a non-starter. It could be that the way you're going to do it is a non-starter. It could be that it's a total non-starter. You need to do something else. But there's something here about it being a non-starter. We've got the Justice. coming in to balance something. I don't know why I've put my cards over there, but there you go. We've got the Page of Swords in reverse. We've got the Page of Cups upright, a dream. Just because it's not worked out doesn't mean to say that it can't work out in a different way or that something else can't work out. There's a tendency to hear, there's a tendency to hear, there's a tendency here to think, well, that's it. It's hopeless. It's never going to work out. I'm never going to get what I want. But I feel as though that wouldn't be the wisest mindset to go into. I don't think as well you're thinking clearly here. You're not thinking clearly and you're not acting clearly. Because you're not thinking clearly, your action isn't clear. It's all over the place. It could even be a negative reaction to something. It could be aggression or it could be, I don't want to say sadness is a negative reaction because that can be triggering at times, but not being able to channel our sadness correctly or in the right way can be a negative reaction, if that makes sense. Hanged Man in reverse, blocked. Emperor in reverse. We'll take one more card and a transition, whatever this is not meant to be. It's not meant for you. This is not meant for you. There is something else out there. And until you actually realize this, you're going to stay in the same place. This is about balancing something out, something karmically. I'm going to pull and ask, why is this not meant for you? 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 Three of Swords, heartbreak. Because it'll hurt you. It's going to hurt you. It's going to let you down. Could be a relationship, that you've been lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of trying to make it work. Could be a job, a situation, a mindset is going to be different for all of you. There's also feels here a lack of support from the people around you as well. Maybe people around you are not on board with it. Maybe the people around you can also see that, yeah, maybe that because they're stood back from something, they're not as close to it. They can see through it, if that makes sense. There feels as well with this that there's just no grounding with it, with the Emperor in reverse. There's also here maybe someone that is misusing their power. Are you misusing your power? And by that, I don't mean by bullying. I mean, are you putting your energy into the wrong spaces? I'll tell you, give an example. Don't like talking about myself, but let's have it. I've been, at the time of filming, looking at my social medias and what I do on different social media platforms. And in relation to video content, because, time is money. And there's no point just flogging a dead horse, is there? So obviously YouTube's a good place to be, and it looks like TikTok's a good place to be. Now I've also been posting videos onto Facebook and Instagram, and Facebook is absolutely shit for video content. It's horrible, it's saturated. And to some extent, so is Instagram. They're really saturated places. A lot of people are stepping back from them. The algorithm's not right on Facebook and Instagram, whereas more and more people are going to TikTok. Your videos get more views. So rather than keep flogging that dead horse, it's like, right, the video content now is going to be on here, YouTube and TikTok. There'll be stuff on TikTok that's not on YouTube. There'll be stuff on YouTube that's not on TikTok. So it's about either being on both, you watchers, or being on one. It's up to you. And this is like life, isn't it? Rather than spreading ourselves thin, what about focusing your efforts in the right direction? Focus your efforts in the right direction and read the room. If something's not working, tweak it. But this is, it's also about giving something time. But if it's constant banging your head against a brick wall and it's round and round in circles, then maybe something needs to be tweaked. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. Also here, how are you viewing your future? You're being asked to look at your future through an itchy nose. You're being asked to review how you look at your future. You know, there's a reason why they call it spelling, the words we use, the words we spell. It's because it's spelling. So we've got to be mindful of what we're thinking. And this can be so painful and so triggering when life is difficult. It's really, we mustn't bypass how we're feeling. But I don't even know why I'm bothered going on this date because I never meet anyone. I don't even know why I'm bothering going to this art class because I'll fail it anyway. I can't do art. I don't even know why I'm bothering going to this coffee morning because no one likes me. Do you see what I mean? So alchemize a bit better. Sacred action. Decisive focus. There we go. Focus. Show up. Focus. River of blessings. Releasing constraints. You know, that's another thing about reversals. A lot of people, when they have a reversal reading, be it a personal session or a video like this, will actually not watch it, not listen to it, and go into because they can't stand it. When in actual fact, a lot of reversals can be about releasing things, and that yes, you may be in a reversal mindset or attitude or reaction, but you're actually doing it to release something. So we're releasing that. Yay. And we're stepping into wisdom, learning joy, art, and music. So, creativity, you know, booking a theatre production, going to the cinema, going to an art gallery. There's a requirement here to start looking at crafts, arts, going into hobbycraft, and then for a coffee with a dear friend. Do you know what I mean? Finding the courage, strength, fierceness, and family. Okay, so finding your courage, finding your strength and your tribe. Also going with the flow, letting go, cleansing and receiving. So going with the flow. So allowing things to go, not holding on to those dead leaves. Allow the dead leaves to go and allow space for the buds. Ooh, if we allow the dead leaves to fall, that then allows space for the buds to form, which then means a new leaf will come from it. Imagine walking through a forest and all the brown leaves were still there. They'd clung on. The tree had refused to let it go. It looked a bit weird, actually. You'd hear that rustling, dead rustling. Whereas when the tree allows itself to be bare in winter, it's not just allowing itself to be bare, it's saying, I'm brave enough to be bare and vulnerable. Because I know that whilst I'm bare and vulnerable, I'm seeding. Ooh, yabba-dabba-doo. Death and rebirth, darkness to light. Death and rebirth. And that's your reading. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. If you want to book a session with me, my website and socials are all down below. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Capricorn, hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be your reading for March 2025. I nearly said May then, so bear May in mind. Anyway, less about May because I'll start talking about May the whole way through this reading. The decks we're going to be using today is the After Tarot by Corinne Kenner. We're also going to be using Angels and Ancestors by none other than Kyle Gray. Before we get into your reading, do me a favour and let me know what part of the world you're watching from so I can see where these videos are reaching. Show me how you're feeling using emojis, or show me your favourite emojis in the comment section. And let's get to your reading. Remember to like the video to help to get it out to others and to comment, but also to share the video and to subscribe to this channel to receive more content. And make sure you press the little bell as well. So, Capricorn, March 2025. March 2025, Capricorn. Oops, let's see what wants to come through after dropping the deck. It feels like, oh, that's interesting. I've got a card that's flipped up, Ace of Wands. We'll take that. It feels as though there is something with timelines for you in March. There is an opportunity, Cancer, Capricorn, to... Oh, another one's flipped up. That's interesting. We've got another one that's flipped up. Transition. There's an opportunity in March to clear some timelines, to clear some stuff that needs to be cleared so that you can step into something else or onto something else. And at that, we've got the Emperor that's flown out. So big challenges and actually been feeling stronger to step forward. And we've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, choice and healing and decisions and relationship healing as well. Okay, there's also something here about the break that you've taken or needing to take a break in order to decide what's coming next for you. Let's keep pulling. We've got a King of Cups here. We've got the card of the battles and fighting your demons and anxieties. Feeling strong enough to fight your demons and anxieties. I can't get my words out today. Feeling in a stronger position to go forward. So something clears. I don't know what that is that's going to clear for you, but it clears in a way where you feel like you're stronger. That actually what broke you before, whenever that before was, doesn't have that effect on you because you feel stronger going forward. It feels more as though your destiny is more in your hands than it's external to you of what's going to happen next. Ooh, Four of Cups, not wanting to accept something. Let's keep pulling. Temperance and the Magician. I'm going to take another one for Capricorn and Knight of Swords. You're definitely in a position where you know what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. You're able to regulate the waters of the mind, body, and soul. You're able to bring balance into your life. You're able to manifest something. I like the fact that we've got the Magician because Magician is number one. It's not the first card of the tarot deck. That's the Fool. This is what comes after. He's got all the tools on the table to achieve something. So definitely a crumbling of timelines for you to then go forward and go and get something. Now, there could be something here that tries to stop you. Let me pull a card for... What's the next card that comes, actually? We don't need to pull Three of Cups. Others. Something here about being is taken away after battle. Death and rebirth. And start and healing. There's a lot of shifting and changing. There's a lot of doors opening in your life and people, things, situations leaving. There's a rebirth energy. It's the same message repeating, coming out in different cards. But we've also got the Star, and the Star wants you to shine bright and to continue to balance the waters and to continue in your radiance. Continue in your radiance. To embrace and enjoy these new energies, to know that your life is transitioning to new areas. There's a nervousness that's coming with that, and there's some internal conflict that comes up with that. But but you're given the opportunity to combat that. Let's see what the Oracle cards have to say for Capricorn. Guy Father, trust in the unknown. Trust in the unknown. That's exactly what you're having to do, Capricorn. And I'm getting quite excited about it. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. It's going to take discipline. So if you think to achieve that body and to that mastery, he's going to have had to have a lifetime of discipline. Now, discipline can bring up all kinds of things like inner child wounding. Don't put discipline in that same barrier. Discipline is self-discipline. So being self-disciplined whilst you're going through this. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. It feels as though your instincts are going to be what guides you through March. More about the internal dialogue rather than what other people are expecting of you. And we've got the peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. I think that could be a card for the whole collective. Letting go of the need to be right. Letting go of the need to be heard. Knowing that you can sit in a circle of people and value all their opinions. And there's some mastery in that, isn't there? Oops. She-wolf, unleash the wild within. And the way you get to that is going down the deep, dark avenues of your experience, and by not just dipping into the darkness, but diving into it, diving into those pools within you that most people run away from because they don't want to look at it, they don't want to see it, but you've dived into them. And out of that comes the she-wolf. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. That's an interesting one. Track down your fears and desires. It's about facing everything head on. Get into a space where nothing's going to rock your boat. Get into a space where you faced your worst fear. And now what comes from that is liberation, because nothing can be dangled in front of you again. Traveler, move into a new direction. So this is enabling you to be wild, free, animalistic, and then to come back into your gentleness, to be able to be moved into a new form of consciousness. There's a few more cards that want to come out. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. So embracing success and happiness, not rejecting it, not self-sabotaging. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So learning from your experiences and giving peace a chance. Heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Love and let yourself be loved. So it feels as though you've been through it. And there could be a tendency with that to go, I can't let anybody else near me. That's not the right way here. The right way is to go into flow. Remember the star card, flow, water, to be able to be vulnerable. I'm not talking about going into a pond with your boobs out. What I'm talking about is to be vulnerable, to allow yourself to be intimate, not just on a sexual level, but on a, mental level, on an emotional level. Imagine if we could be like that with each other, where we didn't have our guards up, where we were allowed to embrace who we are. Shaman, trust in the higher forces. I know from my other reads for Capricorn, you are on when I say a shamanic path, I don't mean to say you're going to be a shaman. You possibly have been a shaman in a past life because you're clearing a lot of stuff. I wonder if Capricorns have. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel as though you've been a shaman in a past life? When we talk about shamanic healing, it's not just the unicorns. And I mean, there's unicorns in shamanic healing, but it's not all the unicorns and fairy dust up your arse type healing. It can be real dark night of the soul, getting into the nitty gritty. The shamanic path is not for the faint hearted. It's for the strong. It's for people that are going to say, give me it. I want to face my shadow. I want to see how I am fucking up my own life. I'm not going to blame it on somebody else now. I want to see how I can change. Show me my shadow. That's shamanic healing. And this feels like this is the path that you've been on, to actually be broken down, to be rebuilt in another form. Stag. And that is how you're going to trust and thrive. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aquarius. Aquarius, hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck, and I'm also going to be using the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. So get yourself something nice to drink and join me in this reading. Could you also send me your favourite emoji in the comment section? Could you comment and let me know whereabouts in the world you're watching from? Could you also send me emojis of how you are feeling as well? Happy face for happy, sad face for sad, angry face for angry. This is where I forget, and you all fill it full of angry faces, and I forget that I've asked this and think you're all angry with me. Anyway, please do like this video, please do comment, please share it, and also subscribe to my channel. Everything you can do to help the growth of this channel is thankful. I'm thankful for. Can't get my words out today. So Aquarius. For those watching, what wants to come through? For those watching. Okay, right. So just get it done. That's it. That's your reading. Just get it done. This is a card here at the bottom of the deck of we're feeling meh, we're feeling despondent, we're feeling overwhelmed. It's almost like the more I try, the harder it gets. I sometimes call this card the dirty laundry card because it's a full basket of laundry. And it's like, God, is this ever going to end? And this is the card of actually defending yourself and getting something done. Get it done. There's a feeling with these cards of not being able, I don't want to say the words not being able to take it anymore because that sounds very heavy, but that's what I'm feeling. This feeling of, I just can't take any more of this. This day in, day out, having to defend myself, having to fight to be heard, my rights to be seen. It feels like it's an uphill struggle and it's depleting you. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm just fed up. I'm sick of life being eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Everything the same every day. Aquarius, what are you up to? Okay, we've got the Two of Cups here, which is the relationship between ourselves. This is one of the most interesting cards in the tarot. It's the divine feminine and the masculine with a cup at their chest, and they're offering it out to each other. Okay? They're allowing the divine to come through. Some readers will say this is about a love interest coming in or doing something with somebody. That sounded rude, didn't it, Claire? Yes, it did. It can be that. But if you want to take it higher, this is about your relationship with yourself and the reflection that comes back in. So, what within you needs to change? There's something here that needs to change so that you're not feeling this overwhelmed energy, and that you can get your mojo back, and that you can be heard and be seen. Queen of Pentacles, wisdom in reverse, interesting. And we're stuck in this Four of Pentacle energy. Let me just tune into these cards. I just heard the words, it's not your wisest move. It's not your wisest move. And I got it when I was gazing at these two cards here. It's not your wisest move. King of Wands in reverse. I'm going to keep pulling the Tower clearing. The Empress in reverse. This is about thinking very deeply about an itchy nose. Joking. It's about thinking very deeply about what you want. The actions of the people around you, the actions of yourself. I also feel that some of you feel as though you're carrying others. as though other people are just sitting back and letting you do it and letting you lead the way, you could be, this could be, carer. Um, and it's manifesting discontent. It's manifesting bad feeling. Um, Too much pressure. There's too much pressure on you. This can be stuff that you've brought in because as humans, we're great at going, yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that. Or letting a situation get out of hand and not actually nipping it in the bud early doors. So this is something that, you're in a situation, there's too much pressure on you. Therefore, you need to step back. You need to tap into your wisdom and maturity. There could also be here an older person that's exploiting you. Um, there's a really interesting energy in this reading. What's the energy that I'm feeling in this reading? It's an interesting one. Aquarius, what's going on? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. You know exactly where you stand now. Walking away. Closure. Again, another Tarotscope that I've done today that is a similar message to the previous one. It's unbelievable. Um, there's a theme in March of aspects of ourselves that are still anchored in the old that we need to cleanse. There's something here about taking yourself off so that you can really decide what it is that you want. Let's keep pulling. The Fool, the Leap of Faith, the Hierophant. Some of you may also have been left neglected or feel your needs are not being met. How I've laid them down on my desk, we've got the Emperor in, it's not the Emperor, the Empress, apologies, and the Hierophant in reverse. Now, we could be dealing with a mother that is taking or that is not stepping into her light. It could be you as a mother. The Empress is also about the creator. Um, the harvest that comes in. I'm also feeling, God, the energies are all over the place, Aquarius. I'm also feeling as well that something that was manifested or brought in a while ago is going to come up in March. And it's going to come up whether you like it or not. And it's going to be one more thing to deal with. But what's the outcome of this? What's the outcome of this? You let go of connections and stories that no longer serve you. Could be events being cancelled so that you can create something else. This has to happen. This has to happen so that you can clear something and then step forward. So, Aquarius, it's an interesting month. It's not an easy month. We start the month feeling overwhelmed and burdened. And by the end of the month, it's like, okay, that happened. Now I'm going to manifest something else. Hopefully, you stayed till the end. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Recognition, psychic ability, and future vision. At the bottom, we've got summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control. So take this back to the beginning of this reading. It was all about this overwhelmed, too much stuff, can't get out of this, energy, stuck energy, blocked energy. This is about summoning your power to go forward. The circle of eternal joy, timelessness, and the dance of life. To know that you are timeless. Okay? Maybe there's something here about being aware of death, being aware that, the clock is ticking for every one of us. But actually, when we step into energy, we realize there isn't really a death. There's a physical death of this bodysuit that we wear, but the soul goes on. And balance, stability, and standing firm. We've got two miracles and ancient wisdom. We've got healing the heart, the power of self-love. And we've got sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. So this feels, especially when we get the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is like, he goes on a mission. He goes into deep thinking. He steps away from something. So this feels for you, Aquarius, a very deep month. A month where possibly you're going to have moments where I don't want to go out. I just want to cocoon. It's the month, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting ready for spring. And it feels as though it's that last bit of cocoony energy before we get propelled out there. I mean, it's already building up. I'm seeing signs of spring already, and I'm filming this in February. It's the last cocoon. Well, obviously not the last cocoon, you'll be cocoon, but you know what I mean? It's almost like it's the last purge for now of the cycle of the season of winter. Um, for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, this is getting ready to cocoon. Getting ready to cocoon. Whatever you're facing, try to live with the seasons wherever you are in the world. Try to work with the seasons. So when we're stepping into spring, spring forward, planting new seeds. If you're stepping into autumn, getting ready to shed. So work with this reading in relation to where you are in the world. So what's my final message for Aquarius? It's a mixed bag, is this one? There's no one specific message. Healing the heart, the power of self-love. Self-love will be the one thing that gets you through this month. Healing the heart and self-love. Recognizing who you are and the gifts that you bring to this planet. Letting go of what needs to be let go of. Embracing what wants to come in. Being thankful for the journey. And understanding that you are timeless, that you are going to go on and go on and go on and create. And that's it, really. It's a strange one, but you being Aquarius will understand that more than me. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pisces, hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. I'm also going to be using the Water Temple Oracle. So there you go. Those are the decks that I'm going to be using. So let's get to it, March, Pisces. Let's get to it, Pisces. So Pisces, for those watching. It's interesting when I start to do a card, be it card reading, be it in a one-on-one session or a video, when I start to get dropsy with the cards, it always signifies somewhere in the reading this jittery energy or a jumpy energy or even like a timeline release type thing. Or, symbolizing throwing the cards up in the air and thinking, let's do this. Do you know what I mean? So let's see. Well, yeah, look at that. Two of Wands. Bring it on. Should we stay there? Should we stay there? Two of Wands to bring it on for Pisces. In fact, I'm going to call it Bring It On because that's what I feel we're going to be talking about. So I'm just writing it down. Bring it on. Itchy nose. We've got our Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So we come in with a reverse Ace of Pentacles. Stay with the reading. But we flip it. The Page of Pentacles, we flip it. Something that maybe you were trying to work with doesn't work. It's a pentacle that we plant into somewhere and it can't establish its fruition. Okay, so you go on to plan B. And that's your truth, your Ace of Swords moment. So if you're coming into March and something's not working, don't go into I'm a failure. Everything always fails for me. Why me? Don't. Remember this reading. This is something that has to fail for you to get a new idea, a fresh idea, and then you can step that forward. You can take that forward. Hierophant in reverse. There's also something here, I feel, in relation to higher ups. So this could be bosses, family members that are up the food chain. Let me keep pulling. Systems, Two of Pentacles in reverse. I'll pull them, then read them. The Fool in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles upright. There's a lot of toing and froing with this. There's a tendency with this energy to think, why me? I can't deal with this. This is horrible. Okay. I'm sick of not being able to be successful. I'm sick of struggling with this. Two of Pentacles, here he is. Best of both worlds. I want it all. I want to keep a foot in both, which is why his affinity sign is bent, because he's not aligned. For example, let me go into what this card can mean. So it's like, you know what? I want to go vegan now. I want to go vegan, but I like steak. Or I want a path of sobriety, but I want to still be able to drink at weddings. I want to start exercising, but I don't like getting up early. It's come on, you need to make a decision now. You need to actually align to what you want and not let the situation take control of you. So there's a tendency here to be run by other people. The situation, the energies, this could be astrological energies, it could be ascension energies, it could be all of it. It's like, come on, what do you want to do? The Fool comes in and says, what do you want to do? What's your wish? Why have you suppressed your wishes? Why have you suppressed your wishes? Let go of what didn't work. Let go of that thing you've been trying to hustle with and go into flow. Sometimes we can try too hard. Sometimes we can go to a job interview and become too intense. Sometimes we can go to a first date and be too intense because we're trying. This is passionate. This means a lot, and it can just mess us up. It can really mess us up. Bring it on is actually bring it on. Bring all aspects on. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to go to this job interview and it doesn't matter whether I get it or not, even if it really does. It's about the experience of what I can gather as a human being going through this situation. If the first date doesn't work and I don't get a second date, I'm not going to get so on the outcome. I'm going to be open. I'm going to go view houses and I'm going to be open to what I want rather than, no, it's got to have this and it's got to have this. And I'm going to view every single house in the world that goes on the market because I'm looking for that. What if that doesn't come on the market? You can see that a lot. You can see that a lot on those type of people with an itchy face. Those type of people stay stuck. Or they end up just falling for something and it's not really what they want because they've not cleared that. I need this. And it's like, I want to go on a date, but he's got to look like this. She's got to be like this. It's about being open. It's about being open. Let's do this. Let's enjoy this. Let's embrace this. Stop trying to put it into a box, if that makes sense. There's also something with this reading with the Hierophant in reverse of possibly of losing faith with others. This is how they are on my desk. I've lost faith with others. I've lost faith with spiritual community, spiritual teachers. I've lost faith with my belief system. I've lost faith with my family. I've lost faith. And I'm feeling a bit low with that. So, what do we do with that? What do we do with it when we've lost our faith? Let's ask the oracle cards. What do we do when we've lost our faith in something? We've lost us mojo. Lodes, grotto, sanctuary. I create an inner haven of peace. It's inner work. It's got to go inward. The answer is inward. Red Tara Revolution. I'm a fierce warrior of love. I'm sure my phone's frozen. Interesting. It keeps happening that. Not where it physically it's broken, but anyway, we start the reading at a certain time and it's still at that time 5-10 minutes later. Anyway, it is what it is. The White Spring release. I let go with peace. This reading's got a similar vibe to Cancer that I've just done. I'm letting go with peace. Baths of Aphrodite, nourishment. I bathe in the sacred springs of love. Goddess Aphrodite, blossom. I bloom with love. So the answer here is love. Love is the answer. That can be. I was actually having this conversation last night with Gary about this. We were talking about some of the darkness that's out there in the world and the stresses, the strains, the fears, you can be driving around in a city and you'll come across areas that you can see are in pain. You can see the homes are neglected, the lights gone. So you'd say to people, just love is the answer. Just embrace love. Step into love. Is that realistic when someone's in pain? Just step into love. When you're really angry, when you're really fuming, when you feel dark, dense, and heavy, just step into love and it'll be fine. Actually, before you can even think about that, you have to be realistic with yourself and admit that there is a problem, that there is something here, a situation. I'm just going to let love deal with this situation. Yeah, I get that, and that can be a great idea. But sometimes we have to deal with the situation as well within love. And sometimes you have to have love for yourself going through a situation. There's a lot out there about forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. And this came up, remember, for those of you that watched the Amy Winehouse channeling about, when she was quite controversial and said, forgiveness is 3D. So many of you were like, wow, that's just released me. That's just took the pressure off. Wow, that makes sense. There was one or two that came through that were quite angry that came through and that forgiveness is so important. It is. But, how do there's some horrific things going on in the world, some horrific things that we've gone through, and just saying forgiveness releases you and them isn't realistic. And this feels like this month, Pisces, you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic with you and your situation. There's no bullshit in here. Don't bullshit it. If you're feeling shit, say, I'm feeling shit, I'm feeling low. And I think that's how you can then come back. It's, when we go all these positive things and positive quotes and all that kind of stuff's interesting and good and can uplift us. But sometimes we just need to say, I feel low, I feel horrific, I feel ick. And then you can come back from it. And then you can say, bring it on, let's bring about change. But until you get to that point, there's no point in just let love deal with it. Because at the minute, some of you are hurting. At the minute, some of you don't want to make a leap of faith. Some of you don't even know what your dreams are. Some of you actually aren't ready for the knight in shining armor to come in because you're still too damaged. You're still too. And maybe you do need to go and have some time in the springs. If a spa day is not possible, then take yourself out to nature. Go walk in the rain. Run yourself a cleansing bath. Put some Himalayan salts in it, oils in it. Goes to have a cleansing shower. Nurture. Interesting. Thank you for watching, Pisces. Hope that helps. Bring it on. And I think this stage is in March. And that's how you, Pisces, can get to a stage where you've gone and gone through it. And then you can say, you know what? Bring it on. Make space and make time for you. Don't expect somebody else to make space or make time for you. This has to be you. And I wonder if there's a deeper message there for all the star signs, that until we get that nobody's going to come and make time. Yes, now and again somebody will. But we need to get out of that energy of I'm just waiting for someone to hold space for me, somebody to make time for me. It starts and ends with you. You've got to make time for you. And then that sends ripples out into the universe. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aries, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for March 2025. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. I'm also going to be using the Priestess of Light by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. Okay, so we'll do the tarot first and then we'll go into the oracle cards. So for those watching, Aries. So, Aries, for those watching, Aries. So it wants to come through for Aries. Wow. So we've got the cup of fulfillments. I hate my Roman numerals, but anyway, here he is. He's emotionally fulfilled, okay? He's got all his cups in alignment. He's sat there. He's proud of what he's achieved. So what's wrong? I'll ask you that because of this here. What's wrong? There's something here. It feels everything's good, but there's just something not right. There's something out of sync, out of alignment. And maybe it's something that even you can't put your finger on. Ace of Pentacle in reverse. Ace of Pentacle in reverse. I have this opportunity. I have something coming in, but there's an uncertainty here. Three of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to keep pulling. Emperor in reverse. Page of Cups upright. Dreams. Transition in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Happy Family in upright, not reverse. We've got that used to seeing reverses in this reading. Everything feels like a reverse. And I'm going to do a clarifier for the whole reading. The Hanged Man in reverse. Overwhelm in reverse. Do you know what I'm feeling with this is about you're not where you want to be, okay? It's quite blatantly obvious you're not where you want to be, but you're also in a better position than others. And that can be really triggering when we're not where we want to be or we do feel unhappy. And this isn't about being gaslit. This is about, when we're talking about manifestation and creation and all of that good stuff, one of the things that can block us and blocks people before they've even started is the fact that They're not grateful for what they already have. They hate their job that they're currently in. So they're not going to be able to manifest something else because manifestation is a form of magic. So we have to be in flow. They may be looking for a new partner and they hate being single. It's when you actually love you and you embrace you that you can bring about change. But also, as well, we're also releasing a lot of those old paradigms, a lot of those old mindsets. You know, Ace of Pentacle in reverse, I'm releasing my old belief system that everything has to be perfect. I'm releasing the old belief system that this has to be here, that has to. Does that make sense? Um, a lot of what we're going to be required to look at going forward is releasing those old belief systems as, for example, you've got to be in the same job. You leave school, you get a job, you get married, all of that kind of stuff. This has been getting shaken up for years, and it's going to continue to be shaken up. Shaken up, is that a word? Let me know in the comments. I don't think it is. And also, as well, there's something here of I want this to change or I want something to come in, but I don't feel good enough. I don't feel strong enough. How can I be the emperor of my life and my destiny? And that's why it's coming in reverse because you're not ready yet. Because it's not that you're not ready, it's that there's old belief systems within you that are still anchored into those old belief systems. I'm not lovable. I'm not strong enough. I'm not abundant enough. So consequently, it's all drawn to a standstill. Guidance for going forward with this belief system. Guidance for going forward with this belief system. Lovers is about choice and healing. This can be about sleepless nights, anxiety, but ultimately it's about unfound anxiety and sleepless nights. I hate to say it, and I know people can get triggered, and maybe sometimes we need to hear something like this with an itchy nose. Okay. Does that mean you're right when you've got an itchy nose? You're onto something. There's something here about actually a lot of what you're fearing is in your head. It's up here and it's taking over. It's stopping you being fulfilled. It's stopping you planting those seeds. It's stopping you creating some and collaboration. It's stopping you being the emperor and taking charge of your life and running your life. It's affecting your truth. Your truth is weakened at the minute because you're tapped into these old belief systems that are going round in the head. So how can you release these old belief systems that are so obviously holding you back in some way, shape, or form? How can Aries release these old belief systems? How can Aries release these old belief systems? Calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation. Adjustment, looking back, moving forward. So taking stock of the past, but not staying there. Tuning into yourself, hand on heart, hand on gut, whatever you're comfortable, or hand on both, and going, is this really a viable, is that the word? I don't know. Is it really a viable belief system that I'm not worthy? Or that I'm not strong enough, or that I'll never be able to do a regular gym session, or that I'll never be able to meet someone. Is this really authentic? Is this of the light? Is this of awakening ascension? If a friend came to me saying the things to me about herself or himself that I am saying about myself and my life, what would I say to them? Would I say, yeah, Bob on, it's all true, you're a failure? Or would I say, okay, I get you and I feel you and I can understand totally why you're feeling what you're feeling right now because I possibly would if I had to make that change. But you know what? Do you really think that that's the truth? And even if you make a change and it doesn't work, billions of people every day go out into the world and have itchy cheeks. Billions of people go out into the world on a daily basis and get things wrong, fail, fuck up, mess up, all of that. But they come back and they get back on the bike and they go for it. So, yeah, opening the heart. Deep connections and water blessings. When we're talking about abundance and manifestations, we have to have an open heart. If we're closed, we can't receive. We've got to have an open heart. Building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. Having gratitude for what you've got. Gratitude for all the times things have gone wrong. Gratitude for that job that you may hate. Because actually, at least I've got a job. At least I'm actually paying my bills, etc. That's the first step in manifestation. Gratitude for what you've got. Portal, infinite mind awakening consciousness. This is a portal energy that you're going through. And a bright heart light open connections, having open connections with yourself and others. Look how she's got her hand on her heart, like I said to you, really tuning into those feelings. You know, if you took a cake around to a friend that you'd baked and she turned around and said, God, I didn't like that cake, it was shit. Would you bake her another one? Well, that's what the universe does. When we go to our job, God, that job's shit. God, this relationship does my head in. The universe goes, well, I tell you what, love, I ain't giving you anything else. In fact, we'll give you more of this until you actually appreciate it and have gratitude for it. Even if it's just gratitude for the lessons and the fact that you've had an opportunity to clear karma and to learn and to grow. And then it starts to change. So, yeah, interesting. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, as well, itchy lip. My TikTok, I've got 3 TikToks, but don't let that confuse you. If you're into tarot and spirituality and healing, my TikTok on that, which is called Claire Thackeray, and the link for that is below in the description box. Just scroll down where it says socials. I'm doing a lot more content on there now, content that you're not going to be seeing possibly on here. And I'm not going to be doing videos on Facebook and Instagram. I'm focusing my efforts wisely. So I'm also hoping to maybe do lives on TikTok once I get the followers up. And maybe 1 or 2 other things. Maybe coming back. Give me a chance. But it's going to be on TikTok. Okay. Why is she so cryptic? You'll find out. If you want more of that chaos, follow me on TikTok because I'm building my TikTok following up because there's no point in staying stuck in, no, I'm staying on this platform and that's that. The world is changing. And as creators and self-employed, we have to change with it. So the link for my TikTok is down below. There is a lot of content going on there and on there. It's not going to be taking me away from here because content creating is a big part of my job. So I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm just not going to be on Instagram as much and Facebook. It's going to be YouTube and TikTok and a lot more other content on TikTok. But also as well to the TikTok followers, there's content on here that you don't get on TikTok. So if you want to join me everywhere, TikTok's the place to be as well as here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love to all. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.